Hey legends! Welcome back to Explain by Red, the channel where we turn massive movies into bite-sized stories, loaded with fun, mystery, and a good bit of chaos. Today, we're heading into a world where tiny people, hobbits, get caught up in massive trouble. Yup, mate, we're kicking off The Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. Imagine this, a tiny ring, looks ordinary, but can literally flip the fate of the whole world. So grab your coffee or your Arvo snack, because this adventure's about to twist your brain into a ring. Quick disclaimer, this video's just an explanation and for entertainment purposes only. All original scenes and characters belong to their creators. The story kicks off in the chillest place ever, the Shire. Think rolling green hills, tiny houses, and people whose biggest worry is whether to have pie or pudding for lunch. Here lives our main dude, Frodo Baggins. Calm, polite, and just a bit of a daydreamer. For him, adventure means reading a book by the river, but this peaceful life's about to get shaken up by one bloke who's allergic to calm. Gandalf the Grey, the wizard with the biggest hat and the loudest entrance ever. When Gandalf walked in, it felt like someone started the New Year fireworks early, mate. Gandalf's come for Bilbo's birthday. Bilbo's Frodo's uncle used to be quite the adventurer, but now he's gotten a bit weird. Locals reckon his chest is full of gold, but what Bilbo really has is something way more dangerous. A ring. Looks harmless, but inside, it hides a secret darker than a Sydney blackout during a storm. The birthday party kicks off like a full-on village festival. Hobbits are eating, singing, dancing. Looks like a backyard wedding without the drama. Gandalf's shooting fireworks, and the sky is lighting up with dragons made of fire. Everyone's having a blast, but Bilbo's smiling in this weird way. He suddenly says, "I'm leaving the Shire." Everyone laughs, they think he's joking. But right then, Bilbo slips on the ring and poof, disappears. Unbelievable. Everyone's yelling, "Where's Bilbo gone?" Gandalf frowns. He knows something's off. Later, Bilbo sneaks back home, takes the ring off, and tells Gandalf, "I'm really leaving now." Gandalf, still suspicious, says, "Leave the ring for Frodo. He'll keep it safe." Bilbo walks off into the night, his next big adventure waiting. Now, Frodo's home alone, staring at this tiny ring on the table. Little does he know, this is the start of a shadow that will cover the world. A few days later, Gandalf storms back in, looking dead serious. "Frodo, mate, toss that ring into the fire." Frodo's confused. "The fire? Why?" "Just do it," says Gandalf. Frodo throws it in and the metal glows red hot. Suddenly, glowing letters appear. One ring to rule them all. Fire. Gandalf's face turns grim. This isn't just any trinket, Frodo. It's the One Ring, forged by Sauron, the Dark Lord himself. And that's where things really kick off. Frodo's terrified, but Gandalf tells him, "You've got to carry it, Hobbit. No one else can." The adventure begins right here. Frodo decides to leave the Shire. His mates, Sam, Merry, and Pippin, refuse to let him go alone. Gandalf warns them, "You're stepping into a world that'll change you forever." The Shire fades behind them, and a new journey begins. One that will test their courage, friendship, and hearts. Later, they're joined by two hyper hobbits, Merry and Pippin. They walk like they're on a picnic, totally unaware they've just joined a Death Wish tour. The four of them start their mysterious journey, under hills, through forests, and into the unknown. Meanwhile, Gandalf heads off to Isengard to seek help from his old mate Saruman. Gandalf reckons Saruman's still one of the good blokes, but now, mate, things have gone bad. Saruman's been corrupted by the dark power of Sauron. He says, "The old world is changing, Gandalf. The dark power's rising." Gandalf's shocked. He tries to leave, but Saruman traps him in the top of a massive tower. Now Gandalf's stuck. Sky above, no way down. Down below, Frodo and his mates keep walking. Suddenly, they hear a sound, the faint echo of hooves, but no rider in sight. Lurking in the shadows, the black riders. They can smell the ring. They're not human, they're pure darkness on horseback. Frodo realizes these things aren't just enemies, they're nightmares made real. When he slips on the ring, the world turns silent and cold. The riders appear out of the mist, sniffing the air, closing in. Sam, Merry and Pippin panic and hide under a tree root. A rider stops right beside them, breathing heavy, the sound of death itself. Frodo's hand trembles. Even the wind seems scared. But then, cinematic twist, a tiny firefly flies straight to the rider's face. In that split-second distraction, they'd bolt. You can say in voice, "Mate, that was the most intense horror scene, ruined by one random bug cameo." They run and finally reach a small town called Bree, where they'll meet a mysterious man known only as Strider, or as we know him, Aragorn. Bree looks calm, but there's something shady about it. Frodo accidentally slips on the ring in the middle of a crowded inn, and everyone goes silent. Right then, a tall, mysterious bloke grabs him and pulls him aside. "Name's Strider," he says, sitting in the corner like a pro spy. Strider's a ranger, tough, mysterious, but with a good heart. He knows what that ring can do, and he tells them straight up, "If you want to live, you follow me." Frodo agrees. From now on, every step's a matter of life or death. Meanwhile, Gandalf escapes the tower. A massive eagle swoops in and carries him away. Magic, betrayal, and courage all colliding together as destiny pulls everyone onto the same path. Strider, aka Aragorn, races through forests and rivers, carrying an injured Frodo. The Black Riders are still chasing them, and Frodo's wound is turning darker, like evil itself is spreading through him. Suddenly, there's a cinematic entry. The elf princess Arwen rides in. It's like she shows up like the movie's heroine making a late entry, and the crowd goes wild. Arwen grabs Frodo and takes off, her horse moving like lightning. The riders chase her down, and an epic pursuit begins. She stops at the river, turns, and says, "If you want him, come and claim him." And boom, the river answers. Huge waves rise up and sweep the riders away. Pure goosebumps, cinematic perfection. Frodo passes out, and when he wakes up, he's in Rivendell. Calm rivers, sunlight, elvish songs. It's like heaven after hell. Gandalf greets him there, finally safe again. The Council of Elrond. Gandalf, Elrond, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, and Boromir all gathered together. It's basically Middle-earth's first Zoom meeting of heroes. Gandalf explains the dark history of the ring and says, "It must be destroyed in the fire where it was made, Mordor." Everyone goes quiet. Then Boromir says, "Why not use it? We could fight Sauron with it." Mate, that's like saying, "We've got a nuke, let's take a selfie with it." The room fills with arguments and tension until Frodo stands up and says, "I will take the ring." Silence. A tiny hobbit, barely chest height, volunteers to carry the most dangerous thing in the world. Gandalf says, "You have my staff." Aragorn says, "You have my sword." Legolas says, "And my bow." Gimli says, "And my axe." And just like that, the Fellowship of the Ring is born. The Fellowship begins their journey from Rivendell. Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Boromir, Gandalf, and the four hobbits, Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin. They honestly look like the groom's party at a fantasy wedding. Everyone's dressed like it's a different movie. They trek through snow, cliffs, and cold winds. Gandalf leads the way, but the weather turns fierce, and something unseen seems to be watching them. Frodo feels the ring growing heavier, and Gandalf realizes Sauron is now aware of their movements. They climb the mountain Carathras. Suddenly, a blizzard hits. Snow pours down hard. Legolas walks gracefully on top of the snow, while Gimli's stuck below yelling, "I can't see my beard!" Gandalf tries to calm the storm, but evil forces are too strong. The group decides to take another route, a dark, dangerous path called the Mines of Moria. Gandalf warns, "It's a dangerous place, but we've got no other choice." They enter the mines. It's dark, silent, eerie. Frodo whispers, "I don't like this place." Gandalf lights up the chamber. Stone pillars, old writings, and skeletons appear. Legolas says, "They're all dead." Gandalf stays quiet. He knows what might be coming. Suddenly, Pippin, being Pippin, knocks a bucket into a well. Huh? Silence. Then, slowly, Gandalf shouts, "They are coming!" Orcs burst through the gates. Battle begins. Gandalf casts spells, Aragorn and Legolas fire arrows, Gimli swings his axe, and Sam's using his frying pan as a weapon. Then, the ground shakes. A cave troll crashes in. It slams Frodo to the wall. Everyone thinks he's dead, but surprise, he's wearing mithril armor stronger than steel. After a brutal fight, they escape deeper into the tunnels, but Gandalf senses it's not over. The orcs are right behind them. The Fellowship sprints through the tunnels. Frodo's face is pale, Sam's panting like crazy, and Legolas is running like an Olympic champion. Gimli's yelling from the back, "Run, you fools!" Honestly, it looks like everyone's heard there's free Barani in the hostile mess, and they're sprinting for it. Gandalf leads them with his glowing staff, light cutting through the pitch-black darkness. They reach a massive hall, pillars rising high, shadows dancing around. Gandalf turns and says, "We must cross the bridge of Khazad-dûm." The others fall silent. Beneath the bridge lies a bottomless pit. Suddenly, a flash of fire in the distance. A roar, smoke, wings of flame. Gandalf shouts, "Run!" and they take off. Behind them, a blazing monster rises, spreading fire and shadow across the hall. This is pure cinematic gold. Gandalf stops on the bridge. From the flames emerges the colossal figure, the Balrog, covered in fire, horns like a demon, and wielding a whip of flame. Mate, this beast looks like he's never skipped leg day in his entire life. Aragorn tries to move forward, but Gandalf blocks him. He raises his staff, eyes blazing with power. The Balrog steps forward. The bridge trembles. Gandalf slams his staff down. "You shall not pass!" The stone cracks beneath the Balrog's feet. It plummets into the abyss below. Everyone gasps. It's over. But then, the fiery whip lashes upward, catching Gandalf's leg. Gandalf looks back at his friends and shouts, "Fly, you fools!" And he falls into the endless dark. The Fellowship screams. Frodo's tears shimmer in the dim light. Gandalf is gone. Silence. Music fades. One of the most heart-shattering moments in Middle-earth. Candle. Gandalf is gone. The Fellowship is broken and grieving, but Aragorn knows they can't stop. He says, "We must move. We owe him our lives." Slowly, they push forward, out of the mines, into sunlight for the first time in days. Sam's crying. Frodo says nothing, just holds the ring tighter. Legolas still looks cool, though. Pretty sure he's hiding a pair of invisible sunnies. They enter the enchanted forest of Lothlorien. There, they meet the ethereal elf queen Galadriel. She looks at Frodo and says, "Even the smallest person can change the course of the future." Frodo sighs and thinks, "Yeah, but this ring feels like carrying a 10 kg dumbbell on my shoulder." Galadriel gives gifts to each of them. Legolas receives an elven bow, Sam gets an elven rope, which will come in handy later, and Frodo receives a small glass vial, the light of Arendelle, to shine in the darkest of places. Galadriel blesses them all, saying, "May your paths be safe." The Fellowship boards boats and sails down the river. Elvish songs echo in the background. Gandalf is gone, but his spirit still guides them forward. Use a soft emotional tone here. Even though a wizard was lost, his magic lived on in every bond of friendship. Frodo starts to realize the ring is slowly corrupting everyone. Boromir grows desperate. He wants the ring to defend Gondor. Frodo runs. Boromir follows, shouting, "Give it to me!" Frodo slips the ring on, vanishes. Our boy Frodo just became the first ever invisible influencer. Suddenly, orcs attack. Boromir fights like a lion, protecting Merry and Pippin. Arrows strike him one after another. He falls to his knees, whispering, "I tried to take the ring. Forgive me." Aragorn kneels beside him and says, "You fought bravely, my brother." Meanwhile, Frodo decides, "I must go to Mordor alone." But Sam realizes and jumps into the river, shouting, "I made a promise, Mr. Frodo." Frodo pulls him aboard. Together, they sail off. The Fellowship is broken, but their friendship remains forever. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because Red's coming back next project.